Welcome back to the channel, and today we are tackling the speed circuit to see how high we can get on the leaderboard. Hopefully either top 10 and or top 1%. I feel like this one's going to be extremely difficult though because of just the nature of it. It's a circuit. I think it's 2 laps around this oval, and I don't know. I feel like there's a lot less variability with the driving compared to some of the other courses, like with the hover races and like the everything else I've been doing. So that could make it better or worse for me, especially when it comes to trying to do a glitchless build competing with glitches. But let's get a feel for the course by building the default vehicle and seeing how it goes. I'm smiling because I said get a feel for the course as if you can't see the entirety of exactly what I'm about to do. It's an oval. We got 1 turn. I guess 4 turns total. All right, then you go straight, and you got another turn. So dialing in the high speed turning, I think is going to be like the big challenge, because you're going to want to be able to go max speed. You don't want to have to worry about throttle. And you just need a vehicle that's super fast and super agile. And then you just got to dial in your button presses. Like when you press and release turn is going to decide whether or not you crash. So 32 seconds, that like, it feels like a good time compared to everything else I've been doing, because a lot of the other races have been a little bit longer, but we're not even in the top 50%. But what league is this? This is Formula League. And all right, so here we can see the top 10, top 9. I'm 2150. There's gonna be a lot of people on this. So 5 seconds. So that's obviously a glitch build. And then we have number 9 is 12 seconds. I feel like, well, so Formula League is up to 10 power cores. Should we do Formula League? Let's do Formula League, because I feel like with 10 power cores, we could, I mean, it's a little bit more than half or less than, we have to cut our time by more than half, which I think is possible because this thing is, let's look at the aerodynamics on this thing. Yeah, see, look at it. Who does this? Who does this? Like, you couldn't just, look, it looks so much cooler now. And it's way faster. Actually, just quick test out of curiosity, how much faster of a time will I get now? Of course, this vehicle is going to be nothing like what I'm actually going to use. See, look, there's my best. The turning is actually going to be the issue, but I should be able to overtake myself just on speed alone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not if I drive terrible. All right, now I'm tied. I mean, I guess that's legal though. It's within the checkpoints. That actually gave me some information. That's something I gotta consider, is I don't necessarily want to follow these barriers. I might want to try to cut across those barriers with whatever I build. All right, I took 2 seconds off my time. We're on our way. That was a massive improvement. You know why that was a massive improvement? Because I went from 45% to 58% just because I put that wedge on my vehicle. Other people weren't doing that. They weren't putting the wedge on the vehicle. So I moved up 500 positions. Man, look at this leaderboard around here. There are 4 people ahead of me with the exact same time. A lot of people have been on this course. You know what? Now let's just build a car and then evolve that. I know we're gonna end up with a rocket stick at some point, but I just want to see what it's like to actually try with a vehicle that has 4 wheels. How high on the leaderboard can a basic vehicle get us? So I'm probably not going to use any wheel engines. I could use 2 of these. It's possible that could be the best power choice. Formula League. Then I got 2 more power cores left, which I could... It actually might be best to use at least one of those for roll stability. And then here's where I just destroy some optimization by adding some wheels. See, the problem is this car's gonna be really fast, but it's not gonna be able to take the turns at those speeds. It's not built for steering right now. Downforce is probably gonna actually matter. I'll do that for now. Good aerodynamics, but a lot of aerodynamics. All right, I got a bad thing here, but this is just 4-wheel vehicle. It's gonna evolve to the peak. You know what evolution needs in Trailmakers is stick. This is not stick. This is a lot more than stick, but it should be way more fast. I am going to turn steering help off and increase the angle to 35. We're not gonna be able to make these turns. This vehicle is gonna be so bad. Oh, hold on. I also need to turn the strength of this up. There we go. Well, look at that. Oh, okay. I figured out what else we need. We need some tail stability so that we can not oversteer or spin out. That's probably gonna be too stable. We're just not gonna be able to steer. This is gonna be a terrible vehicle. All right, here we go. First turn. I got it. I'm behind my vehicle. You know, hold on. We need racing wheels. These racing wheels should hopefully give us some, oh my goodness. Okay, they definitely give us some better grip. Oh my god, it's too much. It's just too aggressive. It's bad. I am so much faster than my other build, but I can't go to my fullest potential because of how terrible this thing is. It doesn't stay straight at all. I thought these would really stabilize me. They don't. Maybe I went too aggressive on the steering. See, all right, I turned steering help on. It does feel a little bit different, but I can't, ow, I can't steer. Okay. All right, broke the sound barrier. All right, you know what? This is so bad. I need to go straight to rocket stick. So now we need turning ability. Oh, I don't have gyro steering. I should have added gyro steering to that car. That would have made it actually like I could finish the race. We don't have room for gyro steering on this thing, so we're gonna have to use aerodynamic steering. All right, I've created my roll cage, which is just an aerodynamic filler. Oh, that's the wheel. Okay, wheel's fine. Oh, actually, I'm realizing since I'm gonna be going in that direction and turning left, the wheel should be on the right. All right, this probably isn't gonna work very well yet because these are not actual wing pieces, so they're not gonna be very strong, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to turn. All right, will this be able to turn? Well, this is bad. This is a really bad start. I mean, once I start going, it turns, but because of my wheel placement... All right, well, actually, I can do this. Repair. There we go. All right, now turn. Okay, actually, this doesn't even need to be here at all. I don't know why I copy and pasted that to the back like that. Instead, on the back, we just, because the trailing aerodynamics doesn't matter in air atmosphere. That doesn't matter in water atmosphere, but now what I can do here is add these fins to the back. Now, the reason why I didn't add these to the front yet is because I'm avoiding these extra aerodynamics because these fins do not block aerodynamics to what's behind them. These hitboxes are in line with each other. So normally for any other piece, these aerodynamics would block the aerodynamics going here, but you can see we actually get both aerodynamics. So by adding fins to the front, I'm essentially adding 3 more points of resistance for aerodynamics. All right, I am gonna need them somewhere. If these are adding aerodynamics no matter what, it doesn't matter if I have them in line with my hitbox or outside of my hitbox. So if that is the case, I'm just gonna put it sticking out like this. That makes the most sense to me. All right, now that should actually give us some real steering. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, it's way too much. Okay, but we're gonna get a really good time now. All right, this is really drivable. This is really drivable. The issue is we need to, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Well, let's see what time we get. But we need to maintain speed on the turns. All right, so we went from what, 30 seconds to 20 seconds. So we are already in the top 3%. We're gonna get top 1% no problem on this race, but top 10, I don't know yet, because we still need to improve our time by 8 seconds. So we're world rank number 119. To get to number 10, oh my goodness, this is gonna be really hard. All right, so I'm gonna try again with this vehicle because I know I can do better, but this turning is really not ideal right now. But at least we have a fast vehicle. Oh my goodness. See, that's... I can't crash if I'm gonna get a better time. What is a good flawless run time? By flawless, I just mean no crashing. Obviously, I could probably do better driving than what you're gonna see, but let's see what happens. Wow, the turning is very aggressive. I definitely gotta wait until after I get past the posts. If I turn sooner, that's what happens. All right, so this is gonna knock off a bunch of time. All right, it's going now. It's going. Top 1%. There we go. Top 1% was really, really easy. World rank 50, moved up by 69 places. Nice. I don't think it's gonna be hard to improve a handful of places. This needs to maintain its velocity on the turns, because I lose everything in a turn right now. And I think that's just because my steering angle and speed is way too much. So half the steering, way less on the speed. Okay, this is a little bit more in line with what I'm wanting. That's not. There we go. All right, we didn't beat number 40. We're like 41 probably. 1633. World rank 42. Moved up 8 places with that run. I could have definitely done a better performance, but are we at ideal vehicle shape? Like, is our vehicle evolved enough yet? Like, this turning is feeling way better now, though. There we go. That's a better time. All right, I moved up like another 7 places. There we go. 35. All right, 35. Man, there's a lot of people on this leaderboard, isn't there? Because number 10 was 12. Man, it doesn't show anybody ahead of me. I need to know what times I need to beat. All right, how do I make this thing faster? You know, interestingly enough, having the wheel on this side actually just makes me turn to the right. So I'm gonna swap it back. I thought I would have a leaning issue when I was turning, if I turned left with the wheel on my left, but it doesn't appear that that's necessarily the case. Oh, I have an idea. But first, let's see how this wheel feels on this side. Well, I definitely start... Oh, I start turning... That's weird. With the wheel on the inside, it actually kind of seems like I have worse turning. I would expect it to have the opposite effect, but it really doesn't. Yeah, I can't make this turn anymore. So you can see now when I move the wheel to the right, there's something... Whoa! That was the luckiest I could have gotten there. Oh no, I'm still actually having a little bit of trouble turning. I went in between the posts. I didn't even know that was possible. All right, so this vehicle, I pushed this vehicle close to its best. But I think what I can do now is save some aerodynamics by removing this part here and moving the wheel up. Oh, the wheel doesn't attach here. I can make it attach. There you go. Flat connector. But now I'm gonna use skis. And the ski goes right there. We might not be able to start the race with this. Oh, we can. All right. So... Hold on, I need to save this version and the previous version. We gotta do a speed test to see if I have more friction that is slowing me down or if the ski is helping. So we save this, and we save this. And now we're gonna use the drag race for data gathering. All right, so this is the wheeled version. All right, we got up to like 447 before the finish line. This is the ski version. It seemed roughly the same. I didn't actually look at what my times were. But speed-wise, I think it seemed comparable, so let's just stick with this one. See how it feels controllability-wise. All right, I'm gonna need sharper steering again, just by like a degree. Let's go to 16 degrees. Almost enough. Okay, that didn't. Oh, there's a problem. With the wheel, though, I can go over the barrier to take a shortcut. But now that I'm, like, sliding on the ground, that's not gonna work anymore. See? Well, it didn't not work. Oh, I'm slower. I don't know which version I want. Oh, you could technically... You could cut across here. That would be extremely hard. But it's technically doable as long as you don't hit the barrier. I bet some of the top 1% vehicles, or I bet some of the top 10 vehicles are doing that. They're probably cutting super close like that, but like even closer. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I was doing so much better, and then I just had that fluke happen. Oh, let me do behind the seat camera again. I'm confused. Oh, I went through the things. I didn't even mean to do that. Oh, why does the last turn? I always hit it, but I still think I did better. 15:08. Was that like a second? 0.41. All right, I'm in the top 30 now. It's still some stiff competition though. What are we looking at here? All right, so to get from 29 to 25, we got to go from 15:08. We got to improve by about half a second. There's some crazy driving that needs to happen here. Like going in between those poles would be ideal. This was a better run. 14:53, almost to 25. We're at 26 now. This is not enough. This is not enough improvement to get us into the top 10 at least. But like aerodynamically, we're doing what we can. Actually, let's take a look. I never looked at the vehicles around me. All right, so here's 24, which is UFO glitching and zero drag glitching. That's not encouraging. Here's 19, which is crazy zero drag UFO glitching. All right, I knew this was gonna be hard. And here's number 9, which is same thing. So everything in my range right now is using both zero drag and UFO glitching, which is crazy. So I think top 10, we're in the top, we got it easily in the top 1%, but top 10? Let's look at what 24 looks like. Do you see how fast 24 is going right now? That is how fast we need to go up 2 places. Oh wait, 24 fell behind at some point. Oh, they're doing bad on the turns, I just realized. They're so fast, but they're actually like losing a ton of speed on the turns. So I thought I had like no hope, but they don't do the turns very well. That one was a good one. Oh, look, see them, they catch up on the straightaway. So there's a chance I could increase my time. I might be able to get like a couple more places, but I don't know. I really don't know how much better I can do, to be honest. Man, and hitting those edges is so inconsistent. And I'm trying to see how reliably I could possibly turn between the posts like that. But even when I'm doing that, I'm still having trouble keeping up with what the time I already put down. So somehow that time I put down, I'm not even coming close to like matching it lately. Like I'm always so far behind myself. I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna try to make a jumping vehicle. So I'm trying to jump over the wall right after I go through the checkpoint pretty much. Like that's not working. Jumping while going hits different. I don't think this jumping thing is, it's kind of like a weird cheat of the course, but like, I just wanted to see if it was possible. I mean, I did it there, did a cool grind and everything, but look, the jumping is just so bad. See, I was doing good on all the turns, and I even got one of them to be a perfect shortcut, and I still did worse. I will need every single turn to go through like that, and the amount of precision that takes is just something that I do not really have. Luck we wait for then. All right, maybe there's a way to time it. Maybe there's some type of visual indicator. The problem is I keep picking up speed throughout the race. So if there's a visual indicator, it's gonna be changing. Also, where I am, as far as inside and outside, is also gonna change it. So no, I don't think there's gonna be a reliable way. I think it's gonna go based off of vibes. You like turn now? Yeah, go for it. All right, ready? Like right now. That wasn't great. Right now. Too soon. Gotta get the vibes dialed in, which comes with experience. I just got 3 in a row and I'm still behind my best. I just did it and lost to myself. What? I cut through every single one of them, so sharper turning isn't helping. Like, that's a pretty significant fraction of the course that I did not drive, and somehow I can't beat my best time. Like, I'm competing with myself at this point. I just want to get a slightly better, like if I get 0.1 better of a time, I think I move up a spot. I at least wanted to like do that. I thought I could improve my time, but I'm not coming anywhere close. All right, I got an idea. I'm gonna take off one of these and one of these. So it's just less stuff happening. Like, it feels way more drifty. That's not a solution. Oh, here's something I was actually wondering about. There's no way this might actually work, but I'm gonna replace some of these with wedge blocks instead, because then we're more like when we're drifting around a corner and like I'm kicking out sideways just a little bit. I'm just wondering if maybe this will make me more aerodynamic on the turns. Let's see if this makes turns faster. How to like really measure that, I'm not too sure, but we will see. Do I feel like I'm gonna be faster? Why was that run so good? Honestly, why was that run so good? How did I do that? 15:38, not even close. Yeah, it doesn't seem to help. I did like really good that time on the turns, but 14:81. I had some type of miracle of a run at 14:53 that I'm just so I can't improve at all. I don't know. This is a weird one. It was super easy to get into the top 1% just because how populated the leaderboard is, but this is the worst I've done as far as the actual ranking goes in a while. And that's just because I think there's a much higher population of low drag UFO glitch builds in the just near the top this time. But it was just weird that I had so much trouble just improving at all once I got a good time. I think because this has such a simplistic control, like the controls that you need to do during the race is just left, 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 left. That's it. Like, there's not a lot going on. I think in a way that makes it much harder to compete with glitch builds, because the glitch builds can really rely on the advantages of the glitch themselves and not the actual skill of the driving. There is definitely some skill of driving in this one compared to like the drag race, or maybe even like the centrifuge is probably has less skill needed than this one. That one was actually pretty interesting because we were essentially doing a drift trying to stay as close to the inside edge as possible, which did take some driving ability. But yeah, I think the less you rely on control, the more beneficial the glitches are going to end up being. I did a lot of attempts trying to beat my my record of 14:53, and I can't do it. I can't beat ScrapMan. He did really good that time. So I think, if I'm remembering correctly, remind me if I'm wrong, but I think the only race I haven't revisited for leaderboard, trying to get on the leaderboards, trying to do top 1%, is the Valley. So if that's all that's left, I might as well just do it. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. If you guys enjoyed this, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.